entire bridge collapsed.
Owen takes that bridge to work. I need you in OR2. It's Nick. He was on the bridge.
So Joy's Behind is on the Behind the Table podcast. We want you all to have a great day, everyone. Take a little time, enjoy the view. And don't forget, we are in this together. We'll get through it together, and we'll do what we got to do. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Callie Warren, in today for Susan Farley. First, we have our Alex Schley standing by live in Hamden for a missing persons search. Coming up, a look at the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee's endorsements and an update on a Waterville Technical Center's funding secured by Senator Susan Collins. But first, it is a beautiful sunny day outside. Let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs to see if that sunshine will continue on into the week. Devin?
Thank you very much. Happy Tuesday afternoon. We have a gale warning that is posted along the coast, and that will last until 3 a.m. as we head towards the Wednesday. We also have a small craft advisory also up until 6 a.m. for your Thursday. So active surf that we are keeping an eye on along the coast. But in the meantime, we have activity off toward the west. We are going to stay dry for now with a partly cloudy sky today and temperatures that are going to warm up. The only issue today will be the gusty winds that will reach up to around 35 miles per hour. As we do zoom things out, there is the activity right there that's tracking from the southwest going toward the north and east. And there have been some lightning strikes with that too. And we'll have an opportunity for some showers and even some thunderstorms to develop. So futurecast moving forward, we're going to be dry for today. Then later on this evening, more showers and thunderstorms on the way. Then once we head towards your Wednesday, dry to start, but eventually we'll have some more precipitation en route. But gusty winds, here we go, reaching up to about 25 to even 35 miles per hour today. And even later on tonight, we're still going to hold on to the wind, and that wind continues again as we head towards your Wednesday. So for today, low 70s, partly cloudy and windy, south wind at about 35 miles per hour. Hourly forecast, here we go, partly cloudy, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thanks, Devin. Now our Alex Schley joins us live from Hamden, where officials are leading a search for a missing man. Alex, what can you tell us?
Callie, back in January, 78-year-old Doug Dunphy was reported missing to Hamden police. Now, because of the circumstances surrounding the situation, Maine State Police were shortly thereafter called in to assist and have been involved ever since. Back in January, they did conduct a search on his house here on Kennebec Road in Hamden. It was quite a different scene then, with dozens of members of law enforcement, the K-9 team, snowmobiles, all searching his property and the surrounding area. Today is much smaller of a search. However, law enforcement is saying that this is a high possibility area that he would be here. They are also saying that there is no threat to the public, and the investigation is open and ongoing. Live in Hamden, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Alex, thank you so much for that update. A Supreme Court ruling has temporarily preserved access by mail to a drug used in medicational abortion, and local advocates are speaking out. On Friday, the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals reinstated a previous restriction on mifepristone, a drug that is commonly used for medication abortions. The new restriction made it impossible to get it by mail or pick it up at a pharmacy, but rather required patients to go to a clinic to access that medication. Leaders at the Mabel Wadsworth Center were planning a response and steps to move forward when yesterday the Supreme Court temporarily blocked the appeals court's ruling and reinstated access to mifepristone while they review emergency appeals. By May 11th, the Supreme Court must decide whether to continue with that or if their block of the lower court ruling will expire.
at least in the interim, access to mifepristone does not change, which means access to medication abortion by mail does not change. But understandably, this whole situation is going to leave a lot of folks very confused about care that is safe, effective, and just unfortunately very stigmatized.
Rulin says it's hard to predict how the Supreme Court will ultimately rule, but they stressed that mifepristone is safe and accessible by mail. Access by mail for the drug is preserved for now. In other news this morning, a Mainer who was killed in World War II is finally laid to rest back home. Corporal Delmont Johnston's remains were identified last year after more than 8 decades. Mike Hartford, a photojournalist from our media partner WGME, shows us the somber ceremony, recognizing Johnston's sacrifice.
U.S. Army Corporal Delmont Johnston, 21, of Monmouth, Maine, who was captured and died as a prisoner of war during World War II, was accounted for March 18, 2025. In late 1942, Johnston was a member of 16th Bombardment Squadron, 27th Bombardment Group Light, when Japanese forces invaded the Philippine Islands in December. Johnston died on December 30, 1942, and was buried in the local Cabanatuan Camp Cemetery in grave 836. In 1948, the AGRS examined the remains in an attempt to identify them. One set of remains was recovered from grave 836, but could not be identified as Johnston. He was declared non-recoverable on August 25, 1949. In December 2018, DPAA exhumed the remains associated with grave 836 and sent them to the laboratory for analysis and found evidence that Johnston was, in fact, buried in grave 822.
I think the military, we all have a motto where no soldiers left behind, and sometimes when you can't bring them home, that's really a difficult thing to accept. So for these soldiers, it's been a long time, and it's bittersweet, essentially. It's sad, but it's joyful, too, at the same time.
It's an encouragement to all of us to remember who we are as a nation and to honor those who have served and have given everything they've had to give for our freedom. One of Maine's own, once again, has come home.
Welcome home to Corporal Johnston. In other news tonight, Maine Senator and Congressional District 2 candidate Joe Baldacci has received a major endorsement for his campaign. The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee has added Baldacci to its Red to Blue program, which means that the committee has identified him as a top candidate, will be investing in his campaign, and will be providing support to his run for the 2nd Congressional District seat. According to DCCC, the Red to Blue program is a, quote, highly competitive and battle-tested program that equips top candidates with strategic guidance, staff resources, candidate trainings, fundraising support, and more. Another Democratic candidate for CD2 is speaking out on the DCC, throwing its support behind Baldacci. Jordan Wood's campaign expressed dissatisfaction with the endorsement, saying that the committee is trying to decide the primary before voters even cast their ballots. Wood said in a statement, quote, somehow Washington, D.C. still hasn't realized that in Maine we make our own decisions about who represents us. The people of Maine will decide this primary, not a broken and corrupt political establishment that continues to fail us, end quote. The Maine Department of Corrections is looking for an inmate who walked off of a job site in Thomaston yesterday without permission. This is 45-year-old Brian Day, who is the president of the Bolduc Correctional Facility. A resident of the Bolduc Correctional Facility. The Maine DOC says Day had been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for theft, forgery, and other offenses, but had earned a classification level of community custody and was working in the community during the workday. The agency says it has activated its Fugitive Investigation Apprehension Team and is working closely with federal, state, and local law enforcement to apprehend Day. The DOC says that anyone who has information regarding Day or believes that they have seen him should report it immediately by calling 911. They say do not approach or engage him. Senator Susan Collins toured a local educational center after securing federal funding for the institution's new programs. Our Alexa Kennedy has the details.
Senator Collins visited the Mid-Maine Technical Center in Waterville on Monday, touring the center's newest program with students and staff. The senator viewed MMTC's engineering and manufacturing program after securing over $10 million in federal funding to support workforce development in Maine. Over $700,000 of the funding supported MMTC's purchase of machine tooling and 3D metal printing equipment. Senator Collins says the program is an investment in Maine's future by preparing students for a life after school.
It gives them a real boost if they're going on to higher education, but it also equips them with the skills that they need if they're going directly into the workforce.
Passed in 2024, the bill aimed to better prepare students for careers in high-skilled fields through workforce development programs.
It's very hard to teach machining, for example, if you don't have the equipment that you need.
Senator Collins says programs supporting technical career and educational training are essential for addressing the state's worker shortage.
It's also great for Maine's employers. We're short something like 3,000 skilled workers, and the programs like this make a real difference.
She says this program not only ensures more stability for the state's workforce, but the ability of Maine's young people to make a life here.
Programs like this help encourage students to stay in the state of Maine once they finish their education. It gives them the confidence to know that they can have a very good life right here in the state of Maine with a great job.
In Waterville, Alexa Kennedy, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, a look at how health officials are dealing with the spread of a rare and dangerous virus, and an update on tariffs and trades. Stay with us.
You know what today is? It's Tuesday. Just reminding you that whatever day of the week you get hurt, we're your go-to lawyers. If you've been hurt, call us right now.
Hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
With over 30 years of experience, Patriot General Contractors knows how to get your home renovation project done right. Our certified contractors can help you build, redesign, or finish the project of your dreams. Check out Facebook page for reviews and visit patriotgeneralcontractors.com to schedule your quote today. Patriot General Contractors, redesigning your properties for the future.
This is the road where young Graham Plattner grew up in Sullivan, Maine. This is the uniform he wore after enlisting in the Marines to protect his country. This is the bay where he served as a harbor master and runs an oyster farm with his wife. This is where Graham lives now, on the very same road where he grew up, fighting for the people he knows, for the state he loves. It is and always will be Mainers first, Maine always.
I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Lights, camera, cheese! The Cheese House is looking for its next star, and it could be you. If you're 21 or older, enter for your chance to appear in the next commercial. Stop by the Cheese House at 5 Pike Drive in Fairfield to enter. While you're there, browse their huge selection of glassware and 420 specialty foods. But we have the cheese! Remember, entries are happening in person at the Cheese House, 5 Pike Drive in Fairfield. Bring your personality, bring your smile, and we have the cheese.
You claim that the defendant's fence was built over your property?
You say that you made attempts to talk to him, but you provided us with nothing.
The fence had been moved.
He moved the fence.
Hot Bench. Tuesday at 3 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The trade war is heating up again at home and abroad, with Europe and Canada pushing back on new tariff threats from President Trump. But he says he is not backing down. Fox News correspondent Alex Hogan has more from Washington.
A deal is a deal, and we have a deal.
European leaders are scrambling to respond to a new 25% tariff on cars set to go into effect this week, following claims by President Trump that the EU is not living up to its end of a new trade agreement. That framework set auto tariff rates much lower, but it's still under review by the European Parliament.
We are now in the final stages of implementing the remaining tariff commitments. So we want, from this work, mutual gain, cooperation, and reliability.
And while some officials have offered a conciliatory approach, others, like France, are fiercely defending free trade and pushing back on President Trump's accusations.
We are willing to keep on with this deal in good faith, and we hope that everyone is in the same frame of mind.
But over the weekend, the president indicated the new tariff could remain in place for some time as an incentive to move manufacturing to the U.S.
We're going to increase their tariff to 25%. Knowing that if they build their plants in the United States, there is no tariff.
Meanwhile, the Canadian government is responding to the president's 25% tariff on steel and aluminum with a $1.5 billion aid package, hoping to encourage domestic production as both Canada and Mexico acknowledge the tariff could be here to stay, regardless of whether a new trade agreement is signed.
We know it is very difficult to think those tariffs are going to disappear. What we are trying to do is figure out how to reduce them.
The U.S., Mexico, and Canada are facing a July 1st deadline to renew their trade agreement. In Washington, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
In other news, health officials in Cape Verde say they have set up an isolation area and created a team for assistance following the rare spread of the hantavirus on board a cruise ship. 3 people on board have died because of the spread on the vessel sailing the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the cruise ship with 150 people on board is stuck off the coast of Cape Verde as they await for help and permission to disembark from Cape Verde's health ministry. The ministry is pointing to public health concerns as the main reason why it won't permit the ship to dock. The illness is spread by contact with rodents or their urine, saliva, and droppings. And while it is very rare, the World Health Organization says the virus can spread between people. It is unclear how this outbreak began. Cape Verde has sent a medical team to the ship over the course of 3 trips. Well, coming up after the break, a delicious way to make healthier crispy chicken. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We'll talk to healthcare professionals for mental health tips.
I got hurt in a car accident. Why should I call the twos?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. And I don't take tiny checks. I get my clients big checks. I got a client who injured their shoulder, a big check for $275,000. Another client had multiple broken bones, and I also got them a big check for $450,000.
Don't take a tiny check for your car wreck. Call the twos.
I'm your go-to guy.
Falls are the #1 cause of injury to senior citizens. Acorn Stairlifts has the solution. Just don't fall. Sit, relax, ride with an Acorn Stairlift, the world's leader in stairlifts. Don't let limited mobility keep you from going up and down your stairs, even outside. Call Acorn Stairlifts now for a free information kit and no obligation quote. Why risk falling when you can safely ride?
Our Acorn Stairlift is definitely more affordable than moving.
The Acorn Stairlift has a padded seat and backrest. Safety sensors stop the chair if there are obstacles. The seat swivels and locks so you don't twist your body. And the Acorn Stairlift folds away. It even runs during power outages.
I was really surprised at how little it cost.
Call 1-800-732-2971 right now for your free information kit or visit our website today. That's 1-800-732-2971.
I was barricaded at the Capitol on January 6th. I saw it firsthand. I'm Jordan Wood. We can't go back to a broken system. I can't stand idly by as Trump rips away health care. ICE is terrorizing our streets, and billionaires buy elections. I spent my career defending democracy from election deniers and fighting corporate PACs. We need to take on Trump, beat Paul LePage, and finally deliver Medicare for all. I'm Jordan Wood. I approve this message.
Spring is here and the rebates are huge with Valley Home Services. With the quiet and efficient Fujitsu air stage units, there's never been a better time to buy. And with Efficiency Main rebates up to $9,500. Plus, Valley Home is offering an additional promotional discount of $750 per system until May 31st. Best of all, everyone qualifies for a rebate even if you've received one before. Spring into home comfort and incredible rebates with Valley Home Services.
Every day we get emails and posts on our Facebook page from those of you who are looking for new ideas for dinner. Let's face it, making dinner every day can be quite a challenge. So let me introduce you to a dish that I've been making for years that is down home delicious and super easy. All we do is mix a package of herb stuffing mix that we crushed with a bit of rub sage and a packet of Italian dressing mix. You see, starting with the stuffing will make our chicken crispier than using plain old breadcrumbs. Now all we do is dip a cut up chicken that we season with salt and pepper into some beaten eggs before breading it with our coating. Once it's breaded, we place it on a baking sheet, spritz it with cooking spray, then into the oven it goes until it's cooked through and the coating is crispy. And if you'd rather use all drumsticks or go a bit healthier by using boneless, skinless chicken breast, go ahead. Either way, when you bite into this, first you get the crunch of the coating, followed by some of the juiciest chicken you've ever sunk your teeth into. I really do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our crispy coat chicken so you can enjoy the big taste of fried chicken without all the guilt. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a crispier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
That looks just delicious. Switching gears now, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, aimed at bringing attention to the more than 1 billion people around the world that are living with a mental health disorder. As our Alex Schley reports, healthcare workers are reminding people to take time for all aspects of your well-being.
When I'm having a hard day, I like to just hit stop and pause for a second, take a big deep breath.
I go outside in the sun, go for a run, get myself moving.
Try and spend time with my friends.
Regardless of what you do when you're having a bad day, this month, healthcare workers are reminding folks that it's important to be mindful about mental health. According to Mental Health America, mental health is our emotional, social, and psychological well-being. It shapes how we think, feel, and act.
It's really how our brain is working, how our life is going, and it's really the way that our brain is kind of driving our everyday life and how we make that connection through the way we feel about things, the way we're thinking about things, the way we act about things. Those are all interconnected.
This year's theme, More Good Days Together, encourages people to meet others where they're at. It reminds us that feeling good doesn't look the same for everyone. Northern Light Health is putting a local spin on that, emphasizing more good days in Maine. Officials say the theme focuses on everyday well-being, reducing stigma, and connecting people with resources.
Obviously, mental health, it really impacts the way we go about our lives and the way we're functioning in our lives. So if we're functioning in a healthy way that we think is going well, or if we're functioning in more of a less healthy way, it makes an impact on how we're perceiving the way we're working on things.
Through this initiative, officials hope to remind people that it's okay to not be okay. In Bangor, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating.
Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
When I was 29, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I think part of research and advocating for more money for cancer research allows survivors to have more time. Senator Collins supports and advocates for more funding for cancer research so that people can have better treatments, they can have better outcomes, and therefore they can live better lives as cancer survivors. Thank you, Senator Collins. Continue fighting for our families.
Car accidents can be scary. It can feel like the whole world is crashing down around you. You can't work, you've got expensive medical bills, pain and suffering. Absolute chaos. We'll take the stress and frustrations off your shoulders. We've done that for thousands of people, and we're ready to help you too. Hurt in a car accident? I'm on top of it. I'm your go-to guy.
Call 222-2222.
Do you take propane tank?
Anything goes.
How about cardboard?
Anything goes.
How about old rug?
Yeah, anything goes.
So this too?
Furniture removal, basements, garages, attics, hoarder houses. It doesn't matter here at Anything Goes Junk Removal. Anything goes. Well, almost anything.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day outside, and let's see if that sun stays with us. It's time for your full forecast with Devin Biggs.
Thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, now offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Alrighty, here we go. We have advisories posted. This right here is a gale warning that is up until Wednesday at around 3 a.m. You can see that right there. A small craft advisory also up until 6 a.m. as we head towards your Thursday. Those are the advisories up along the coast. And for now, we're at around 4-foot wave heights, according to the buoys, while further off towards the north and east, just a little bit higher, according to the contours, and 5 to 7-foot wave heights being observed at this moment in time farther out towards sea. But meanwhile, here's what we got. We got just some clouds that are tracking through from west to east, so a partly cloudy sky will be common today. Temperatures in the low 70s, but yes, gusty winds out of the south-southwest at around 35 miles per hour. We are watching some precipitation. There it is right there. There has been some lightning with this, so showers and thunderstorms will be a possibility as we head towards the evening time frame this evening. So here we are. Partly cloudy today. You can see a little bit of activity to the north, but later on this evening, showers and yes, some thunderstorms. More precipitation as we head towards your Wednesday, more so as we head towards the afternoon period, and it really picks up as we head towards Wednesday night, and then even by your Thursday, a little bit of precipitation before it moves out of the area. So I'm going to run the rainfall accumulation potential between now and Thursday. To the north, around 1 to 2 inches of rain possible, while farther down toward the south, around a ½ inch, maybe up to an inch of rainfall before it begins to back off. And again, the rainfall great for the drought. We want to knock this drought down just a bit more, and this rainfall will definitely help out with that. For today, here we go. Partly cloudy and windy, highs in the low 70s, and a south wind at about 35 miles per hour. Overnight, low 50s, mostly cloudy, a chance for showers and thunderstorms, and a south wind at around 25 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, we have low 60s, mostly cloudy, a chance for rain showers, and a south wind at around 25 miles per hour. And then let's check out your extended forecast. So as we head towards your Thursday, We do have some morning rain showers possible, then becoming partly cloudy with highs in the low 60s. And then once we head towards Friday and again for your Saturday, similar forecast with opportunity for rain showers and temperatures both days in the low 60s.
I'll make sure to have that umbrella ready. Thank you, Devin. Now, a fan favorite is coming to the Bangor State Fair in the late summer. The Marshall Tucker Band will take the stage at the fair on Friday, August 7th. The Southern staple has been delighting music lovers for decades now, since the early 1970s, when their first album debuted. Their hits include Heard It in a Love Song, Can't See You, and Ramblin'. Tickets will be sold at thecrossinsuranceCenter.com, or you can call the center's box office. Well, finally this afternoon, a coordinated safety response in Hawaii after a new baby monk seal is born. This is the new pup resting with its 15-year-old mother named Kauai. The pup was born around sunset on Sunday, May 3rd at Kaimana Beach in Honolulu. Officials have since installed fencing along the shoreline to give her and her pup some space. The pair is expected to stay at the beach for the next 5 to 7 weeks while mom nurses her new pup. The public is urged to stay away from the seals. Hawaii's Department of Land and Natural Resources says Kauai is no stranger to the beach and has given birth 7 times. The latest is her 4th pup born at Kaimana Beach. That is just adorable. That's all we have for ABC 7 News at noon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Callie Warren. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6.
Hi, Todd from Dorsey Furniture here with a great financing offer on beautiful new furniture. The new introductions are here, new sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, a new cherry bedroom by Ben and Aaron, as well as a new collection of living rooms by Leather Italia. Qualified buyers can enjoy new furniture and take 24 months to pay at 0% interest. On sale pricing plus 24-month interest-free financing makes right now a great time to transform your home. Live well, my friends.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.